Today we're going to be reviewing the top 5 gaming mice under $50. What the heck?
I think I have better mice.
Oh my goodness, it's a wild Reddit goblin.
Wow, those guys know a lot about gaming mice that we don't know a lot about. So today we're gonna make a video about the top 5 under $50 that you can buy on AliExpress today. A big shout out to AliExpress for sponsoring this video. Let's talk more about the deals they have to offer.
Big shout out again to AliExpress for sponsoring this video. They're getting ready to have their Double 11 mega sale running from November 8th to 18th, where you can save up to 90% off their awesome tech products, and you can save even more by using our discount code in the description down below. AliExpress is our go-to place for PC hardware. You've seen all our PC build guides we've done here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be showing you how you can get some awesome peripherals for great prices. AliExpress offers better choices and better prices with free shipping and easy returns. You can also download the AliExpress app down below and enter their dollar challenge for a chance to win up to $3,000 in shopping credits or even $10,000 in flight credits. Once again, be sure to check all the links down below to cash in on all the awesome savings AliExpress is offering for their Double 11 mega sale, and also pick up some of the mice we feature in today's video because they're pretty awesome value for the money. But big shout out again to AliExpress for sponsoring this video. Let's go and get into that roundup and show you guys why you should consider these mice for your gaming setup.
So that was Zach underneath the table. He is our resident Reddit user, and he is very smart when it comes to gaming peripherals, so he picked out his favorite top 5 wireless gaming mice from AliExpress, once again, handpicked by him.
And if you want up-to-date pricing, be sure to use our discount code using the links in the description down below to save the most money on any of the mice featured in today's video. And once again, AliExpress was nice enough to sponsor this video, but we picked out all these mice ourselves so we can test them and determine which ones are our favorite. So let's not waste any more time and dive into the first mouse. Zach, which one are we starting with?
So the first mouse we have is the Delux M800 Ultra. It's listed as 49 grams, has a PAW 3395 sensor, a 1000 polling rate with a 4K dongle that's sold separately, a 300 milliamp hour battery, and the main switchers are Huano blue shell pink dots.
And it's striving for excellence is what I'm learning here. 49 grams ultra light, which we do have a scale to prove these claims here, but here's the mouse. On first impressions, it feels like a brand I've seen before. You feel it and you tell me, but it feels like a brand that I've seen before.
That's very comfortable. And I see that we got some are these peels, Zach? I don't want to start peeling stuff if it's not. Okay.
All right, so we got some peels on the feet, which obviously for the glide, you want to remove that. We've done that a lot with budget mice in the past where we haven't removed those and it doesn't turn out great. But I will say initial feel, it feels like a pretty lightweight mouse. I would not doubt their claim without weighing it, but that's pretty solid.
So just a heads up, in a lot of these upcoming shots, you're going to notice that there is a scale on the table, but we found after using more than one scale that it seems all of the Toasty Bros and PC Bros scales are not fully accurate.
Especially for measuring grams, we have scales that go up to pounds instead of grams, so it's not gonna be super accurate, so we decided to omit those from the testing so we don't skew the results because it was all over the place, but just want to give you all a heads up because you're gonna see a scale there and you're not gonna hear the weight. The rest of the stuff that comes in the box is the dongle, because again, wireless mice here, and inside here we also have, I'm assuming this is like an extender, let's see, a wireless extender. Which way does it open? No, it's just the charging cable and maybe an extender or just a bag. I keep saying extender like I'm expecting there to be an extender. There's a USB 3 to 2 adapter, so yeah, probably the same thing, extender. So you can do one of these, Johns, which is really nice. Extend 2, which is nice.
Oh, it comes with feet skates.
Oh, and extra skates.
Feet skates.
Little skirt skates.
Skirt, skirt.
So how would you rate the overall feel of it?
I like this a lot. It reminds me of, I use a Logitech G703, and it has a nice feel to it. It has the macros on the side like a typical gaming mouse is gonna have, but it is very grippy, I will say that. It's not like a textured finish by any means, but I feel like I would have no problems like sliding around on this mouse or anything.
What is with AliExpress mice and including this, by the way? The sticker grips.
We will not put these on this time.
I'm not a fan of the grips, not really. Yeah, I would say the clicks feel nice and solid. We got the 2 buttons on the side. Scroll wheel, pretty clean. I will say it's not giving me any creaks or anything. It feels pretty good. And if I was handed this mouse, I don't think I would have any problems with it.
It's a good size.
And the current asking price of this mouse is $39.51, so basically 40 bucks right now with the welcome deal. So give or take $5 or $10 is what you're thinking for no non-welcome deal? Yeah. So it might have been right at 50, but right now with the welcome deal, 40 bucks, looking pretty good. Let's go game on it. All right, guys, so we have the finals loaded up in a little practice range. We have the M800 Ultra hooked up. We're using the little extender right here. And first impressions, it feels like a pretty solid lightweight mouse. I like that lightweight mice like this aren't just all, you know, like cheese grater hold out where, you know, a lot of stuff gets in and everything, and they actually make a lightweight mouse that's pretty well built. And first impressions, I like it. One thing I don't like is a DPI button on the bottom. That's just a minor inconvenience. There was a program you could download for this, but compared to the other software that we saw, this one was a little bit harder to obtain, so we kind of just opted not to get it. But realistically, for most people, I mean, these preset DPI settings should be fine. And this is the second from the lowest that I'm currently running right now, which I had to guess probably like 1,000, 800, 1,000, something like that. It is a little bit touchier than I normally would, but yeah, I'll let Jackson run around with it and see what he thinks.
It feels good though. It's very instantaneous response and everything, which I think every single mouse in this roundup is going to have really, really low you know, latency. It's not even gonna be noticeable at all. And this one is definitely no exception. It feels great. So yeah, really good sensor as well.
It's cool to see that starting off with the first mouse, under 50 bucks, wireless, it feels pretty competitive ready.
Up next, we have the Zaopin Z1 Pro coming in at $41. It's listed as 46 grams, as a PAW 3395 sensor. It's 1,000 point rate out the box, but they do sell a 4K dongle separately. It has a 200 milliamp hour battery, and the main switchers are Huano blue shell pink dots. It's very similar to the Razer Orochi V2 in terms of shape.
The Orochi, the Roach? Don't say that.
So it seems like a pretty similar unboxing experience, you know, with the adapter, it looks like skates, right? Yeah, extra skates. What else do we get in here? I see we get, well, I like how all these mice come with like these fancy microfiber sleeves. That one had one too.
Yeah, it's the same thing, yeah.
Really nice USB-C cable. I love to see. Whoa, this guy's a pebble.
I've never seen a design like that before.
Ooh, I kind of like the feel of it. I like that, okay. So same deal, buttons on the side. I know we're talking about after travel. This one has like very minimal, so you see here it clicks. It's not much after travel, so that's pretty cool.
I've never felt a mouse like this, but I like it. It's pretty comfy. I do like the transparent bottom. That's kind of cool. And it looks like we have another DPI button on the bottom. Is that just a common trend that I'm like missing out on?
People like DPI buttons on the bottom so you don't accidentally hit it.
Honestly, I never change my DPI.
That
and
is
when
fair.
I accidentally do, it upsets me.
That is fair. I'm coming from a perspective of like, every time I'm like setting it up initially, I'm gonna hit that, but once I set it where I want it, I'll have to change it again, so that's cool. As a lightweight mouse user, this is a very lightweight mouse. Like this feels really good, slides very well, everything grip-wise works good. I can hit all the side buttons, scroll wheel's cool. I like the white touch with that looks pretty sick, but 41. So 41 bucks, so we're a little bit more, just barely, like $1 more than the other one. This one's definitely standing out a bit more because it's more unique.
If just on looks, I don't like the shape that much, but the feel feels great.
I like it. The texture is nice too. It definitely is going to pick up some fingerprints long term. You see a little bit of oil building up on here, so you Cheeto gamers out there, it's going to get a little gross, but I feel like I have good control of the mouse. It's not slipping or anything. And yeah, if you're playing a competitive shooter, this one is really responsive too. Again, I know Jackson mentioned that we're probably not going to see a major difference from the wireless technology across the board. All of them are going to be very responsive. Wireless mice have come a long way. But yeah, as long as we don't have any like random drop-offs, which I don't see that happening with this one, I think it's pretty good.
I'm with Matt. The grip, it has a really like, I almost call it like a large arch to it. So the way that your palm rests on it kind of just feels natural. You don't have to worry about it sliding. It does feel short though. I am noticing like, I think I would end up doing this a lot, and I have small hands. I still like it. I definitely think, I mean, compared to the first one, I think I like the first one's grip a little more, but they both feel great.
It's one of those things where like I claw grip, so like I'm really used to this. This feels right. But yeah, if you normally like palm normally, I could see like you're just like kind of hanging over the edge. It feels a little weird, but all right. So let's go and take a look at the software real quick for these mice. We want to make sure that we show you guys everything it can do. Oh God, wait, please wait, update happening. Must keep left key. So software is super basic, left, right, middle. Like you can just do some key binds and stuff. Looks like DPI stages. It wasn't 800, I was kind of close on that. Macro list. It's very basic software, but hey, at least it comes with some software that you can use to at least change your DPI stages. That's really all I would ever use the software for, especially because it's not RGB. But hey, software, super basic, does the job. Both of them are pretty close to me, so if you feel the other one is better, I'd be fine putting the other one first.
This one's like a grown man sleeping on a twin-size bed.
All right, so this is going to be second place then. That's a great analogy for that one. We're with this one second place, the Z1 Pro. Just a thing we want to mention as well, this is all subjective when it comes to like how these mice feel in our hands. We're giving you all the data and then our reactions. You can make a decision on buying them, but again, your use case may be different. So we'll go second place for this one and then go to the next mouse.
Up next, we have the VXE Mad R coming in at $44. So this is listed as 36 grams with a PAW 3395 sensor, and it comes with an 8K polling rate dongle already, 200 milliamp hour battery, and the main switches are Omron opticals. It's very similar to a Pulsar X2.
Man,
Okay.
8K, you're gonna be charging this thing like every time
This
you
looks
use it.
exactly like a Pulsar mouse, like identical. So initial shape feels like a Pulsar mouse. The bottom is weird.
Is it missing skates or are they? Oh yeah, there's no skates on it.
So there's no skates. Does it, or do we, oh, okay, he says look in the box. So we have our USB-C cable, which is a hefty USB-C cable. And then we have, we got options here. Let's see what we got in there.
So yeah, it looks like some of these are just side grips and stuff and top grips.
This freaks me out. The bottom freaks me out a little bit because it's kind of just.
How many people would buy this and like not know? Like my mouth doesn't
Yeah,
feel
they're gonna
very
buy it,
good.
but I can't move my mouse around. So how does the shape feel for you?
It is light, dude. I wonder if that weight is with or without the skates, but hey, that's nice, dude. I mean, cause see, this is more traditional. This is a little bit larger than the mouse that we just took a look at. It's definitely a little flat, but it's nice.
It is flat. The clicks, I like it.
What's the after travel looking like?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad. On the side, we'll say it's kind of a hollow sound, but I guess, again, it's a really lightweight mouse, so it has to be kind of hollow.
Now this one thing I've noticed, the other mice had a lot more going on in the bottom. This one is on-off sensor.
You know what? I take back everything I said about how this mouse feels. It's so much lighter. Like, it's crazy how light it is. And I'm one who really likes a lightweight mouse. I'm wondering if this is too much for me. Like, I don't know if this is too much. Because like I always say, I'm used to like 60 or 50 gram lightweight mice, like the early lightweight mice. But this is so light. I like the feel, but I'm wondering if it's a little too much. Too free. I feel like I need a little bit of weight. I don't know. I just want to describe. You'll feel it. You'll tell me, but it just feels freakishly lightweight.
I actually see what you're saying. It's like, because my G703 is wireless, but it's heavy. It's like, I want to say like 80 grams or something like that, or maybe even 90. And this one does feel like I'm gonna like throw my wrist out if I flick a little too hard, but I think within about 10 minutes, I think I could get used to it. Yeah, just because that's a pretty crazy feat having something this light. That's 8K polling rate, and honestly pretty sleek looking too. Like the fact that it looks like a Pulsar is pretty cool.
So this mouse uses a web-based software, which is kind of cool. You know, it just accesses the dongle and allows you to check settings via a web browser instead of downloading anything. For those who are scared about what software they're downloading, I guess that's a little bit better. But you can set config files. We got DPI settings here, performance settings. You can change the polling rate if you want to, which I guess we're currently running at 1,000 polling rate. So we could have gone to 8,000 if we wanted to. So out of the box is at 1,000.
You see the liftoff? That's kind of cool. Right up top right, you could change the liftoff distance.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you can change liftoff distance. So right now it's at 1 millimeter. That's pretty cool. Other settings, you can pair a receiver, make sure the firmware is up to date, but software's nice. I think this looks a lot better than the other software we've already taken a look at. And also shows battery percentage and things like that. So we're thinking number one for this one, right? Based on everything so far? Number one.
Number one.
Up next, we have the Attack Shark X3 coming at $23. It's listed as 49 grams, as a PAW 3395 sensor, 1,000 polling rate, 300 milliamp hour battery, and the main switches are Black Mamba micros. It's very reminiscent of a Razer Viper.
So the Attack Shark, we actually have an interesting history with, because we first bought one on Temu. The wireless feature did not work, and we thought it was a scam. A lot of people commented and said, no, this is actually a good mouse. We got another one from AliExpress a while ago for an ad and realized, oh, this is actually a good wireless mouse. So interesting history there, but Attack Shark. This looks like a very standard mouse. Does have the peel on the bottom, so we got to remove this.
Man, look at how much stuff is on the bottom compared to the last one we looked at. Oh, and this one actually has the dongle inside the mouse.
I like that. So dongle inside the mouse.
I know. Am I like old-fashioned, or do I like love that feature?
Get my nail.
How often are you moving your mouse that you need that?
Well, it's a wireless mouse. If I bring like my laptop or a friend's house.
So maybe it's just factory wear, but I did need to get a flathead to take that off. And then the dongle is wholly recessed. How do I?
Oh, it's magnetic too.
Come here. Hey, there it is. So there's the dongle. Hey, that's nice. It's good for us at PC Bros, our PC selling business. Buy a PC today, use code TOASTBROS, save 3%. So we don't lose the dongles when we sell these mice at PC Bros. So we're gonna put this back here, and it feels like an Attack Shark. And now I refuse to put these on because I put these on multiple times on this mouse.
Oh, dude, it's hard to get them straight too. It's funny, going from that last mouse that was, 30 something grams, this one feels still really light, but heavy comparatively. I do, once again, I love the shape though, because this is kind of going back to our M800, which is, I think Zach said this is kind of a similar comparison, right? You said Razer Viper.
Attack Shark is similar to the Razer Viper Mini.
Okay, Mini. Yeah, which it gives me like the vibes, you know, the hump's about the same. Like for my type of grip, this is a pretty good mouse. This is about how I would hold it, but we got a little bit of over travel, which not much though. So that's not bad at all. And it feels pretty solid. Like this is the only brand I've actually heard of so far, which is kind of funny. And that's only because of buying stuff on like Temu and stuff.
But hey, this is cool. I mean, again, we've seen this mouse before. We're not strangers to it. And overall, I would say the coding and everything about this mouse for the price is crazy. I think that's the biggest thing here. It's a wireless mouse. We'll get a game on and see if there's anything we're missing. Okay, so we're in the finals now with the Attack Shark. And I will say, coming from that super lightweight mouse, this feels like the heaviest mouse in the world, I'll be honest with you. I'm just kidding though. This is normally the weight that I would use in terms of a gaming mouse, and it feels responsive. I mean, just again, we're not doing like full-fledged gaming testing here, but I could run this as like my main mouse and I would not be upset about it. Trust me, yeah, grip-wise, everything's good. Texture's fine. I wouldn't really add those like sticky textures. I mean, it comes with it if you want to, but I wouldn't do it. But I think it's pretty crazy this is a wireless mouse for that cheap.
Yeah, that's my first note in this is just thinking about how I bought the G703 for here and at home, and I think I paid like $80 for a much heavier mouse that's also wireless. So that's definitely like the main selling point, I think, of this video is the fact that you're getting similar performance on a lot of these mice to $100+ mice that are sold by, you know, the name brands like Pulsar, Final Mouse. You know, there's quite a few of them out there. So it's pretty cool to see that these cheap gaming mice have come this far. And we lost connection.
Oh, we had disconnected for waiting.
You know what that
so
means?
long.
It's time to look at the software.
Yeah, let's look at the software and then we'll decide our rank. But I'm feeling pretty positive about this.
The price is just, we got to keep that in mind. It's just so low.
Attack Shark X3 the software looks, device sleep it says. So software looks pretty good. We got DPI settings here. It's like all one screen, which is pretty nice.
I think this is the cleanest one yet.
This is really clean. Everything on one screen, so you can just change your polling rate here, your mouse attribute, okay. Power management, so you put your mouse to deep sleep mode, save battery there. Lift-off distance, Jackson like that from the other one. Key response time, ripple control, angle snap, and motion sync.
Wow.
And it's clean, it's simple, it doesn't look confusing, and you have a bunch of different profiles. You know, I don't know if this takes over as being like the best overall mouse, but I feel like it should be second.
Oh, this is cool. You can make like every single DPI profile you want. Yeah, I think because of the software and the price, I'm gonna say second as well.
Yep, second place for this one, and we got one more mouse to take a look at.
Up next, we have the VGN Dragonfly F1 Pro. So this is coming in right at $38 and is listed as 49 grams as the PA 33395 sensor. It's a 1000 polling rate, and there is a 4K dongle sold separately. 250 milliamp hour battery, and the main switches are Kale Golden Black Mambas.
All I know is it's got a bug on it.
I keep reading this as IGN for some reason.
You guys are gonna like this. The mouse, it's very similar to in shape, is the Final Mouse Ultralight.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh no, we actually, yeah, these did come pre-installed. We just have the option for other skates and once again the grips. But one thing I have to say about every single one of these mice, the presentation of the box is just so nice. Like it's high end in every single one. What was the weight in this one, Zach?
49 grams.
And of course, this one's right in the middle of the weight. You know, compared to the Mad R, it's definitely heavier, but it looks nice. I like this little dragonfly. It's so cute.
So yeah, I would say overall build quality, I'll say the texture feels about the same as the other mice. I don't think either one kind of stood out in terms of grip compared to the other. I would say this one is pretty solid. Click feels good. There's not any extra travel, I'll be honest. It
Like
looks
perfect.
It feels pretty good. Especially if you're like rapid triggering right here. Like, not too bad.
Cookie clicker.
Cookie clicker. Trust you.
I like how far up the side buttons are.
Yeah,
Most of them have been far back.
They are. It does line up really nicely where your thumb is, so you can just go boom, boom, boom. And yeah, this isn't too bad. A DPI button on the bottom, on, off. This would, you only use the dongle, which I guess is not in here right now. It's in this, so you can see the dongle is on an extender. I like seeing the extenders. It makes it really nice for, well, making sure you're getting maximum connection. And also, it just makes it easier to charge, in my opinion. All right, guys, we are back in the finals with this mouse, and initial impressions. Jonah did point out before we got here that they do have these divots that make it feel much more natural to use the mouse, and it's not too bad. I will say one thing I just noticed is the scroll wheel is kind of
Sensitive?
not sensitive, it's kind of clunky. It's not super smooth. I mean, to be fair, unless you have like a, MX Master with like the infinite scroll, it's not gonna be like super smooth, but it feels much more notched where like you can really feel each scroll, which is fine. But in terms of weight, I think it compares very nicely to the other ones, and ergonomically, good. I don't think this one does anything in particular to really stand out from the rest, but it feels good, just like all the other mice.
Oh, see, I like the notch because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a number guy for switching guns. I'm a scroll wheel guy for switching guns, so I actually like that, you know, it's not super smooth. I can really do everything within full intention, you know? And I know I pointed this out too, that I feel like these buttons are the most ergonomic on the side so far, because normally they seem to be a little bit further back to where you almost have to reach for them in a way. You gotta tuck your thumb in, you know, like that. But with this one, it feels pretty natural.
All right, so I see the first problem. Like, just go to the top right. Is that language? No. So this is the first problem, which does happen when you buy mice from AliExpress, is it might not be in English to start.
So a little bit of translation may be needed.
WebHub works for this one too.
Well, there you go.
Huh.
Same web hub, so that works. And you've seen how this works. Same settings. Our mouse pops up here very nicely.
English.
And it's in English. So you got the desktop app if you, well, yeah, want that. Or, hey, here we go. You got the web app and it works just the same as the other ones. So where does this one rank? I feel like it's good. Like, all these mice have been good. There has been one that's been disappointing, but I'm just wondering if it's good enough to be on the top or more like the middle of the pack. Third?
I'd be okay with third.
I think third. So like, because the Attack Shark's so cheap. And again, it's not amazing, but the price and what it does for most people is all you really need. This one I feel like is a little bit more expensive and does a little bit more than the Attack Shark, but some people might not want to spend the extra $10 or so. So you thinking third is good?
Let's do third. I think it's tied with Attack Shark, honestly, but let's do third.
Cool, we'll do third. Let's go and get all our mice back up here, go over the final rankings, and talk more about this experience, because wireless gaming mice, 50 bucks or less, AliExpress, really good options.
So unlike a lot of our typical roundups, we don't have a mouse that's just absolutely blowing the other ones out of the water, or one that's just absolutely horrible, but this is 1 to 5 in order of best to worst, if you will, but honestly, they were all really good in their own way.
It really depends on your taste and what kind of gaming mouse you're looking for, but you'd be happy with all of these, and the fact that you can get these from AliExpress for $50 or less when you could buy, well, mice on the local markets for $100 that compete with these, I think the savings is really there. So big shout out again to AliExpress for sponsoring this video. If you want to buy any of the mice from today's video, use the link in the description down below, and also take advantage of all the discounts they will be running, and let us know which mouse you're gonna buy, or if you have one of these, let us know in the comments down below, and if there's any other roundups you want to see here on the channel, also let us know in the comments down below.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So now that we're done with these mice, they gotta go somewhere, and hopefully to one of you at home if you can come in to PCBros.tech.
PCBros.tech. Once you pick out an awesome gaming mouse, get a gaming PC along with it, and use code ToastyBros on checkout to save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Bye-bye.